Sometimes after a long, hard day, you just want to go home and break stuff. Now imagine you also live in a post-apocalyptic world and everything is infuriating all the time. Bet you got some real pent-up aggression to get out now, don't ya? Hey folks, my name is Pravus. Welcome to more Hearts of Iron 4 with the Old World Blues mod. I'm in the mood. I'm feeling the game, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into things with a faction I've never tried before. Now I did think about playing with the Western Brotherhood here down in the Lost Hills, just because it is an iconic faction. I've never actually played them. But then I thought, you know, it'd be fun to go ahead and try something a little bit more unique up over here toward Oregon. What if we played as literal trolls? I don't know how powerful they're actually going to be. They do start off as basically a one-province miner, but I mean, look at this guy. You tell me this guy's not gonna wreck some face. Although judging by his character model, looks like somebody beat me to it. His face is already wrecked. Ugh. So let's check this faction out and see what they're capable of. Ooh, nice spinny little graphic over here. We have no army wages. We dip people in mutant pools. Got it. Okay, that sounds like fun. This is the first, the Tyrant of the Warren. Mobilization speed increased, offensive war stability penalty modifier, and daily ruler supports, which is great. I assume then that the non-aligned is going to be getting stronger and stronger, though we probably could turn that around if we want to. Now, if you haven't seen Old World Blues in a long time, typically the way this works is there's going to be a lot of story-based focus trees to start off, and then you can kind of do whatever you want from there. We're going to go ahead and start off with the first Holotape. And while we're waiting on that, if I can take a moment of your time for a shameless plug. You know, I didn't used to think that I needed a desk mat. I mean, a mouse pad works fine. Why be so excessive? Then I got one that was really nice, you know? Sleek, soft, durable, and an amazing accessory for my office. Quality of life game changer. By the way, did I mention I'm selling a desk mat? Because I am! Introducing the new Pravus desk mat, the Crimson Convocation, and truly, never a finer product did ever grace your desk. These desk mats are nice. Like, legitimately, they will last you for years if you treat them well. They are so comfortable, and of course, the art is absolutely stunning, customized just for our audience. I really can't speak highly enough about these products. Epic Desk does an amazing job. And I'm not the only one who thinks so. Heck, even Bittersteel started selling his own desk mats. Mine's better, though. This is only going to be available for a limited time, though, until September 20th, so make sure you head over to epicdesk.shop/collections/Pravus or click on that link in the description down below while you still can. Seriously, you won't regret it. Okay, back to the content. I'm surprised we have 3 research slots with these guys. Really expecting only 2, but I'm not upset about it. What kind of tech levels do we have? Nothing! Absolutely nothing. Oh god. We're stuck on horrible basic tech. Well, this is going to be a weird run. Well, if that's the case, believe it or not, it's often better to go down this direction right here with basic tool scavenging and such, because you're never going to get to intermediate to see some of the really good benefits. Unless there's something later that changes my tech level. But doing a quick look here in the focus tree, it doesn't look like it unless it's hidden behind an event. So we're gonna struggle this game. Oh boy. All right, you know what? Return to monkey, big bonk. That's how we win war. What kind of divisions are we starting with? Okay, we got something weird here. Woods monsters, behemoths. That sounds like fun. They've got a bit of armor behind them, some decent breakthrough. Okay, so these are just gonna be some pretty straightforward charging infantry and not much else. Actually, really good stats considering the amount of manpower we're using here. That's not bad. Just need to build up like a lot of behemoths for this to work. Yikes. The run-of-the-mill infantry are going to be super mutants. Okay, so not even like ghouls. Super mutants only. Nice. Pretty horrendous breakthrough, though. These guys will not be moving anywhere fast, that is for sure. So with that in mind, I guess all I care about is just trying to get some more behemoths dipped up while we can, so I can get some offensive infantry, because I absolutely plan on going on a conquest spree. Looks like we do start off in a faction over here, though, the Master's New Army, so we're one of the few people who have a competing faction off the bat. I mean, that's gotta mean we're gonna get really strong, right? Who knows? We're gonna find out. The first holotape. Your name is Andrew Shaw. You were born on April 24th, 2043. You have a family, 2 proud sons who you promised to protect, a wife who you must see again. It's why you became a soldier, Andrew, to protect them. You were raised in Portland. That is your home. When you're ready, you have to go back. You have to face what happened. Find your legacy. They were in a vault, Andrew. Your children might have grandchildren or some other legacy. Find them. Find yourself. You can't forget this, Andrew. You have to remember what matters, what you must do. There's probably some sort of really cool backstory behind Andrew Shaw, but I'll be honest, this does not ring a bell for me, but it's okay. So from here we have a couple of options. Could go for some base stability and manpower, a lot more manpower, and 600 actually is quite a lot in this game. Or we could try to add in some extra building slots, which might not be a bad idea if I'm honest. I mean, my stability is atrocious, I'm not gonna lie, and it's kind of affecting a lot of things. Factory output, so on and so forth. Might be tempting to do this. And also, just for, like, the lore's sake, I'll say that Andrew's priority is finding his old family. The second holotape says, "Monster! You're becoming a monster!" Even now, I can feel it in the back of my mind, the numbing sensation. It's growing so hard to focus. Even now, they are emerging from the woodworks, the few who survived the fall of the old world. Some drink the water, some bathe in it, desperate to become like you, to become powerful enough to survive. You must make something for them, something to protect them. A fortress? A city? An army? I don't know. Protect them. You are the first of our kind. You must lead. Okay, sure, if you say so. I don't personally feel any sense of obligation to these people, but that's all right. You get a free couple of extra workshops. That's not bad. Some civilians or some military and some manpower. I'm kind of inclined to just go ahead and get the civilians just to start scaling up the economy. Not to mention I'm actually low on water right now, so a little bit right now helps production too. But I think that there's a good sense to be going for the extra arms factories instead, just because, you know, sooner you get the military up and running, the sooner you can start conquering the wastes. Third holotape. We weren't ready for them. They came in the night. Postguards. They overwhelmed the perimeter. They killed your people. Not again. Don't let this happen again. Find the strongest amongst your people with guns and grit. 1-2 step, like the old days, like the army. Teach them how to fight. Teach them how to protect the Warren. So Big Brother shall guard the gate. 10 stability is not half bad, or we can get some stability and war support, or just war support. I mean, stability I think is what we're kind of struggling with right now, so that's what I'm going to take instead. Boost up that political power, boost up that factory. I play for the long term. Good micro means we should be able to win any of the early engagements, I hope. Let's get that final holotape up and running. Your people are starving. You cannot reproduce. You have little here. You must survive. You must take. Go and find what you need. Resources, slaves, warriors. Take what you need to survive. It's the way of the world now. Darwinism, do you remember that? Survival of the fittest, survival of the strongest. There are none stronger than you. Remember that. Believe in it, and you will survive. Your people will survive. So do we want to take resources, which is just a little bit of meh? Do we want to take people for even more water, or warriors? State population goes up by 2,000. I mean, my state population currently is, what, 28,000? So that's like a very small increase, and only a very, very small percentage of that becomes manpower. I think I'd rather just go ahead and take their people, take the water, and that more or less solves, I think, my water issue for now. So we can just go ahead and build up a couple more factories and start properly training things up. All right, with that basic lore done out of the way, what do we do now? Take slaves of the unworthy, okay, or super mutant labor. Okay, we'll have to come back to that. There's Seek Out the Wizard. We're off to see the Wizard of the Wonderful Wastes, which actually is a decision, plus some political power, not bad. Or Memories of Ages, which is going to lead to weapons and research bonuses and stuff like that, all of which is probably quite good. And ways of building out some basic military extra bonuses and our generals. All right. Do we focus on industry or do we go for the wizard? It looks like this slave route mostly gets me some early civilian factories, some military factories, and then lots of bottle caps as we conquer, which isn't that exciting. And sort of the same deal down over here, cannibal mutants, eaters of mankind and stuff. So more military factories, and again, just the bottle caps once we conquer. Oh, which one? I'm very tempted to go for the military factories, but I think if we go down the industry technology, this might overall end up being better in the long run. It's really a question of, do I need early conquest or do I need to go for some civilian factories? I mean, I don't know. Like, what's my current situation when it comes to like consumer goods and stuff like that? It's only 15%. That's actually not bad. Yeah, we're basically already on war economy, and we have the military factory construction speed. So if I get free civilian factories, then I should be able to build up these military factories reasonably quickly. Not to mention, there are few within our lands worthy of the gift of mutation, so maybe for those who can't, we should still find a use for them. I'm gonna go ahead and make slaves of the unworthy. Is that the absolute best choice? Really hard to say, but I'm gonna try for it anyway. Unfortunately, already a lot of our tree is gonna get locked behind some conquest, so we know we're gonna have to do that. I could go for preparing the warrens. This also gets me more factories, including an arms workshop, so I'll go ahead and go down that route. The sooner we can get some factories, especially those military factories, up and running, the better. Who are we gonna go fight, though, is my question. Marrow drinkers, rib breakers. There's a lot of scary people around us, aren't there? But I'm the biggest and the baddest of the bunch, so I'm gonna destroy them. But before we continue with any of that, now that we have some factories online, let's seek out the wizard. I want to see what this wizard can do for us. Who is this wizard? Why is there a wizard? I don't know, but I want to find out. These are some interesting high command folks. Infantry equipment gives breakthrough, hard attack, and soft attack. Not bad, I suppose. Ooh, 15% recruitable population. That's something pretty good. But first, it's probably better to get some cultural advisors. I'm thinking like some political power gain and stuff wouldn't be bad. Let's pick up Mother. Whose mother? My mother? I don't know. But people like her. It's good enough for me. All right, let's see what the decisions are going to be. Wizard, where are you? There you are. 75 days. 50 political power. All right, we'll find out what happens when we meet the wizard. Once I'm with the wizard, my whole life will change. 'Cause once you're with the wizard, no one thinks you're strange. Look, it's fitting, okay? Alpha buff from Wicked is green. My trolls are green. Of course Wicked is on the mind. Ooh, we got some really good theorists here too, by the way. Fruitcake the Old gives land doctrine and experience in all categories. Uthern Machine Head gives specifically outsider warfare and even faster boost, all experience categories as well. I'm gonna go for that guy. Because for once in this game, we're going to try playing around with a outsider land doctrine. If you don't know, in Old World Blues, there are 4 of them. It's kind of more like the old system, where you actually do have to research these instead of just using up your experience. And I kind of like that system still, but for the most part, it's going to come down to, do you want to have things like conventional warfare? Are you going to have lots of robots? Are you going to have, power armor? Or are you going to be playing as a tribe? Or are you going to be a mutant? And obviously, we're staying as a mutant. In the meantime, what else is happening in the world? Lanius is doing Lanius things down over here. He's having loads of fun. Looks like the Washington Brotherhood is already pushing down to the south. Now, that does concern me. We're going to have to deal with these guys and their immortal. It's going to be their immortal versus my first. Well, let's see who wins. Okay, the wizard. Sailing along the FEV dumping grounds of Crater Lake, the first made their way to the mythical wizard. A hermit more than any other mutant, the wizard was tough to get many answers from. Eventually, when the first asked how he might bring about a new age for the super mutants, the wizard simply responded with one word: north. I need to go north? Alright, fine. Claims and wargles on the Carcass walkers. Now, how strong do we think these people are going to be? I don't know. It's still going to take me 125 days to actually get a war on them. That sucks. I feel like it should be a lot faster. It's fine, though. I'm still training some stuff up. It's going to be a bit. There's a lot of wars going on, by the way. I'm hearing them all going off. Oh, gosh. Look at all these front lines. This is one of the things that's so fun about Hearts of Iron with the Old World Blues mod instead of the base game. There's stuff going off pretty much like right off the get-go. It's crazy how much more aggressive things are here. Oh, here we go. A focus that gives me 250 more behemoths. That'll be enough to get myself a couple more tank units. I'm deciding whether or not I should declare the war now. I mean, it kind of depends on how strong we think they're going to be. They've got at least 2 units. I've got more than that, but I know that they are atrocious at pushing. So, I don't know, man. If I wait for Call of Giants, we could field some more behemoths, but I kind of feel like we need to just go, right? We've got the war goal. We should just take it. Claim the state. There goes nothing. All right, Behemoth, big boy, stompy stomp. Let's see how good this guy is. I mean, these are some pretty sizable stats. He's easily overcoming their defense, which means he's going to do like quadruple damage on these things. Oh, they're going to get squashed. Like literally squashed. Haha. Even better if I were to send like 1 unit. Ah, dang it. I was hoping we could do a flank. Oh well. Yeah, get wrecked. Okay. Stomp over here. This is like having power armor all over again. These guys just wreck. So let's just go ahead and push directly into the Carcass Wastes, and as long as we can win that fight quickly, we'll win the war and I won't have to fight much more. Which is good, because so far I haven't taken a single casualty, which is actually amazing and possibly a first for me in any version of Hoi 4 ever. Cool, mine, take, yoink. Oh, wizard, I pushed north. It took some courage to convince the super mutants of the Warren to leave their cave, venturing out to the land of the exiles in the far north. The Carcass Wastes, as the Smoothskins called them, littered with bones and the remnants of an old world dried dead by radiation. It is here, in this desolate land, that the First finally realized what the wizard's true lesson to him was. The First's answer of how to fix the plight of the super mutants wasn't literally the North, but that was merely where he would find the answer. The path of the super mutants is one of conquest. Why should the Warren hide in their caves when just 100 years ago the super mutants were poised to hold this world by its throat? He convinced the super mutants to attack this place. Why not the rest of Oregon? Soon the First will return to the Warren, his heart beating like a drum as he searched for a war chief to bring along with him. Perhaps a good few arena bouts with some of the recent arrivals to the caves would reveal one who is worthy. Cool, so we get a free core on the Carcass Wastes and on the feeding grounds. That's always nice, I love free cores. And I assume now I can actually choose a general here, so we could give myself Cult of Personality, mobilization speed, compliance gain, or this guy gets really good at logistics and becomes war chief, or this person gets attack, or this person gets planning skill. I mean, I'm kind of inclined to say screw it, compliance gain's really useful. And we have ourselves a second big boy, ladies and gentlemen. All right, with 2 behemoths, you're all fricked. I'm assuming once we are done with this, we're gonna be able to start getting some more claims. The Warren stirs. Weekly manpower for a year is never a bad thing. Lots more infantry equipment. Claims on the rib breakers, the marrow drinkers, and get cores on everything. I mean, yeah, that's fine. So marrow drinkers and rib breakers up here. Probably we'll go for the marrow drinkers first, just so we're less likely to immediately get attacked by the Washington Brotherhood. But that is a risk. The more north we push, the more likely that will eventually become a confrontation. I'll just go ahead and preemptively start training up a handful more super mutants. We're about to get a bunch of equipment for them, so I guess why the heck not? Though I already have enough equipment, so that's a good sign. Would it be worth getting some sort of support companies? Probably. Demolitions may not be bad. What the heck is this thing? Wasteland creatures? A floater? Instead of dogs? Oh my god. It's horrifying. I hate it. Siege engines. Yes. Could bring that along as well, but meh. Think we'll have to go for things like demolitions and stuff. That's usually pretty good. I just need more soft attack, man. Especially on some of my basic infantry, so they can actually do some damage if they attack me. Otherwise, I may hold them back, but like, I'm not stopping them. Gotta inflict those casualties, yo. Gotta take out that aggression. All right, so we said we're gonna go for the marrow drinkers first. Let's go ahead and do that now. Just occurred to me, by the way, did I already have a war goal against these guys earlier? I mean, I know I justified, but could I literally have just straight out declared the war? Maybe I could have. Whatever, it's fine. It worked out, it's not a big deal. He said unconvincingly, coping harder than he's ever coped in his life. Stat bonuses are done, though. That's nice. Recovery rate for everybody wouldn't be bad either. I tend to always have something focusing on building up my doctrine if I can. That does tend to be really good. Looks like the grand doctrines are not a thing here, so I really wish they could get rid of this stupid pop-up right here. But yeah, the Old World Blues doesn't use that system, so that's a totally dead menu. Sure enough, by the way, I can declare war on these guys straight up. I probably should just go ahead and do that, right? I mean, how strong do we think you are? Absolutely no idea whatsoever. Strong enough that I'm a little concerned by what I'm seeing here. That's not a small number, but I got behemoths. Do you have behemoths? No? Then maybe we're fine. I got 2 more about to train up, though. There we go. Maybe it'd be worth trying to invest a little bit in some military policies, so we're not literal cave trolls anymore. We're actually going to leave the caves. Gets me a little bit of extra breakthrough, some research speed and stuff like that. I just lose the stability, but like, meh. We can work with that. All right, I got a full stack of 20 units ready to go now. Now we should be able to win this. So let's declare our war and see what we can do here. All right, big stompers, go! I'll be manually micromanaging these guys, I think. They're trying to attack me, but that's not working out well for them, unsurprising. And squish. See if we can't give us a little bit of extra space. Just chonk these guys out of here. Move forward, come on, we gotta get toward that capital. And should be able to get it no problem, I suspect. Would hate to get cut off right about now. There we go, got it. Just gotta hold the line for a minute longer and whoop, got separated. Didn't really mean for that to happen just now. We'll get it back. But all we gotta do is crush this little bit right here, which we're about to get, and that should be it, right? Right? Thank you. Okay, that got a little bit close to the end. I admit, not my finest work there. Did not actually expect to get cut off, but it's okay. So with that territory done, let's go up over here. And I think just pushing up over here to Salem will probably be enough to finish them off. Plus we have our recovery rate. Let's go for even more breakthrough and soft attack and so on. We love that. And declare that war now. All right, Stompers, you know how to do this. Go squish! In the meantime, I'll just go ahead and core that land. More manpower is more mutants. And as long as we just use these guys like normal tanks and just keep pushing non-stop before they have a chance to get their organization back together, I'm pretty sure we will be just fine and dandy. I'm assuming getting one more victory point, there we go, is gonna be fine. Okay, so take all your land, because I'll turn all of it into cores. No sense in having any little vassal states. There we go. The Warren has grown quite a lot, hasn't it? But don't think for a second I'm done. Once all this land is cored, I'm gonna keep going. It's a relatively straightforward focus tree, isn't it? You know, perfect for smooth-brained dum-dums like me. At least compared to the ones we've been doing recently. Oh gosh, those mods have gotten complicated fast. How are we doing on equipment and manpower? Surprisingly good. So I'm going to go ahead and train up probably another behemoth and maybe another handful of basic mutants. Because if I can have a front line ready to go, or at least dedicate just like a defensive line versus an offensive line, that's going to be good for me. Lets me place the strengths of my different generals, am I right? Forcing them to dig. Ooh, more civilian workshops. Probably should actually take a quick break and do that, shouldn't we? Yeah, it would be good to go ahead and build that up. I've got a few more factories to work with, but not a lot. What other options do we have here, though? Expanding the Warren. Remove warband without a home. What is that doing right now? Stability down, and then bonuses against, oh, the 3 people I just killed. Oh, so maybe it was unnecessarily easy. Ah, well, my confidence has been shattered. There we go. I got my slave workshops. Cool. Not worried about getting the extra bottle caps and stuff. That can all wait. Let's go ahead and expand out that Warren. More stability, more war support, and you just go kill more people. I feel like it wouldn't be a bad idea to push a little bit to the west to start. This seems like a bunch of pretty easy targets to go for. Port Maw can raid us, so killing them would be nice, but that again just kind of bumps me straight up against the Washington Brotherhood. And right now, the cause is functioning as a nice little buffer, so I don't want to deal with them, not yet. By the way, apparently we can form a nation. Wait a minute, really? There's formable tags in this? New Mariposa. We would need to own a lot of land up here to the north, including all the Washington Brotherhood's core land and a New California land? Really? That doesn't feel right. I don't know what you mean. Literally the entire NCR? Because it's highlighting the territory here around Old Spokane State, so I'm kind of assuming this is what I would need, but okay. Oh, and it looks like the battle for the Hoover Dam just began. Go get him, Kaiser! I'm rooting for you. Mostly because the NCR has superior tech to me, and I'd much rather have to go mono-e-mono against a fellow tribal dum-dum. So, yeah, go crush the NCR, please. The Bone Dancers are offering me a treaty. Really? Hello? What kind of treaty do you want? Promise not to invade them. They will give us bottle caps. If we do this, we bypass our war focuses against the Bone Dancers in Kemmelt Station. We get stuff. A bit of population and some factories. I mean, it's not bad. We would literally skip all of this. That doesn't feel great, though. No, I refuse. I mean, I'm not gonna kill you guys yet, but like, no. It feels too bad to just skip a big chunk of my focus tree. Let's go ahead and get ourselves our war goal against the Miralurk tribe over here. Kinda wish I had some spies, by the way. What the frick is this thing? Blulu, the leader of the tribe. You are an absolute monstrosity, and people think I'm terrifying. I'm just green, okay? You're an actual bug monster. It ain't easy being green. Everyone just hates me for no reason. Okay, well, maybe not no reason. I mean, I'm still gonna kill all of you. Anyway, here's a bunch of little encircled guys that we're gonna squish now. And yes, I've decided that merely killing them isn't good enough anymore. This is absolutely a squishing situation. Haha, skull feel funny beneath my feet, like the crunch. How close are these guys to falling, by the way? Not at all. Weird. I think you have to take the capital and, like, nothing else matters, or it's a complete annihilation war. Not sure which, but I'm up for the challenge. Would love to have some more Special Forces cap right about now, though. I'll tell you what. There used to be a thing where you'd spend some of your experience actually building out stuff like your Special Forces Corps. Not sure if that's changed. Washington Brotherhood has declared war on Port Moss, so they're about to expand on our western borders. There we go, finally. All right, so these amphibious critters are all dead. Kind of fitting that the squishy little smoothskins didn't put up much of a fight, but the bugs did. So what is this whole Apostle annihilation thing? It certainly looks like all of their core land is already owned by mine. So I'm guessing the Mirrorluke tribe already killed them. Okay, cool. Free cores are free cores. Could come back to that, though. I think it's probably more important that we start thinking about who we're going to attack in the east. Where even is the Chemolt Station? Do they exist, or the... Wait, Crimson Acolytes. Oh, right, I forgot about this. The Odious King. Ah, yes. Okay, I had a playthrough with this guy. It went horribly. This guy, I mean, he's cool and all, but, like, it sucked. We were horrible. Anyway, I think they may have already killed them. So maybe we just go ahead and decimate the dancers. Let's go ahead and smash something like this. I mean, our stats are pretty good. They're starting to get good defense, though. So it's not as much of a slam dunk as it used to be at the beginning of the game. But we got their capital in no time flat, so I mean, like, that's pretty good. I'm just gonna do little pocket encirclements where I can, just burn them down, kill off a bunch of their units. They're trying to use some speed and stuff against me, which sucks, but we'll get them. Oh, by the way, here's the... Gosh dang it. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. The perks I'm thinking about, that's all over here. All right, so if we want to be getting ourselves some additional stuff... But all I care about is increasing my Special Forces cap, and there's some right here. So I'll do that now. I can also boost up my behemoths with 5 more organization. That's pretty good. And we'll buy a whole bunch of little things to make my standard infantry a bit better as well. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering, because I'm like, there's no way they got rid of that. That's too critical of a part of the game, you know? All right, let's just go ahead and do a large assault here. I think they're basically about to break. I'm going to go ahead and launch my regular infantry to follow up behind this. And as long as we can shatter them using the mutants, we are good to go. Let's go ahead and grab victory points and end this. There we go. All right, Crimson Acolytes are down. All this land be mine now, thank you, bye. Which means I should be able to core all this up, and the question becomes, what do we do next? We can go to the Old Town Road, which, by the way, that song, I could have sworn for a long time, I'm gonna take my horse to the hotel room. I could have sworn that's what he was saying for a long time. I'm not the only one who thinks this, okay? Anyway, the first ambitions, not in a faction with the cause, gives us a bunch of stuff here, okay. Cause of the trouble. Ah, so it is going to be all about once again fighting the Washington Brotherhood. Yep. This is exactly what we thought it was. My question is, what do we have as far as claims? Arroyo, New Klamath, and I think that might be it. Nope, there's also the Timberline up over here. Okay, so we've got a little bit of time to chill and start rebuilding, but I don't feel like it. So if that's New Klamath, that's Arroyo. Who else could we fight? We could go fight against Vault City. I don't really want to fight against the Sons of Heaven. These guys are actually pretty strong. I could go eat Eastport real quick. That won't even take very long. Why not? The main downside of actually conquering small little nations is you never know if you accidentally have just set yourself up for a national focus with one of your other neighbors who otherwise might have left you alone. That can get awkward real fast. Let's go ahead and grab Roaming Army, boost up our recruitable population by a pretty big chunk. Hi, Mountain City, time to die. What the heck are these giant things? Your worst nightmare. As long as we can oh, Mountain City already fell. Well, that was fast. Oh, see, the 80s were actually fighting them, which means they get some war score too. Oh, okay. Well, I'd like to have this territory for sure because it has pretty good resources, which of course they're gonna contest. Shocker. But I big troll, me strong, shut up, me take. Ha, I got it all, you suck. How hard would it be to just go ahead and kill the Timberline early? I don't think it would be that hard. 115 days, that's reasonable enough. Let's just go ahead and kill them. We're gonna have to do it eventually anyway. This gives me a head start. They have a lot of mountainous terrain that I hate fighting around, but it is what it is. And as we build out our agriculture industry, we should be getting even more manpower, plus monthly population growth, so it just continues to be a thing. Continues thing be a thing. Good lord, my brain. So smart me be. Me troll speak, start becoming stupider. I'm just gonna keep training out even more and more mutants. Never hurts to have a massive army. Well, I mean, I guess I have to worry about my bottle caps, but like, I'm conquering so much that I'm conquering trade zones, which means I'm making enough money to sustain this army. That is a thing in this mod. I'll be honest, I've almost never had to worry about bottle caps once in my life. It's just not a thing. By the way, am I wrong? Vault City, I thought for some reason that you were in a thing with... Oh, New Reno's gone. Oh. Hi, NCR. Bleh, that's a thing now. Well, with this done in the cores, I think instead of worrying about overrunning the armory and all these, I look for some early conquest while I can, especially against people like Arroyo. So we're going to go for the first ambitions and start working our way down there. Arroyo's distracted right now, and before they get eaten by the NCR or anything, I think it makes sense to just go ahead and try to knock them out. That may not be smart, but when in Rome, be stupid like Troll. By the way, I just noticed that we cannot do both of these. Oh. Washington Brotherhood, or we can push down south and do this. Oh. Okay, in that case, I should probably not have gone for a war goal against Timberline if we were going to go down this route, because it looks like both ways we would have gotten it. I could have focused on other stuff instead. Okay. Winter attrition and winter tactics would be nice if we're going to push up north. That is for sure. I'm trying to decide how much we need any of this, though. War for supremacy? Claims unlock territory disputes for the causes, former core territories, and for Portmore, and for Old Spokane. I mean, or would it be better to be able to do this? We're not fighting the NCR right now. I just don't see this happening. So to me, I guess if anything, maybe the cause of the trouble is the better way to go. We'll push up to the north, deal with the threat that actually is a thing, because once I'm done with this, I'm not worried about almost anyone else up here. Just the Sons of Heaven, maybe MacArthur if they keep growing. It's going to be the NCR, but I can't fight them easily right now. Though I say that, the Kaiser is also doing their thing, so at some point they're going to get ground down. I just need to just kind of stabilize my position now. We have our war goal. I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of it. Go. Immediate stompage occurring. And these guys should fall pretty easily. Doesn't look like they have much. Let's reduce the stability for the Washington Brotherhood. Try to make them a little bit weaker. They got power armor and stuff. I mean, yeah, they're not going to be pushovers. There's some pretty good tech here. Might be worth trying to have a couple of additional outposts and bunkers, just so I can hold them back long enough to secure some sort of a victory. It'd be great if I could push across this river, but to be honest, the river's a trap. I'll take the base stability and war support for 180 days. We get manpower, division training time, and so on. The game's trying to get me to build a lot of stuff. We had a spy going up over here. We know they've got somewhere between 28 and 66 divisions. It's a lot, but it's not more than me. The question is, how strong are said divisions? In this case, I think quantity is fairly equal, so how's your quality? And the sad thing is, as trolls, I know my quality is only going to fail in comparison the longer the game goes on. All the more reason to be aggressive now, secure a push so that nothing can stop me. All the behemoths in the world. Who's focusing on me now? Washington Brotherhood, justifying against me. Okay, so it looks like they're about to bring the war to me. Good thing I was preparing for war. The timing is surprisingly gonna be pretty good. Does mean we really need to wrap this war up though, guys. Hurry up. A couple of bunkers here will make this very difficult for them to penetrate until I decide what to do with them. With any luck, we have the advantage and we can push through here, and that becomes our way of getting around the river. Then we entrench and figure out how to apply pressure. Anywhere I'm missing where they could attack me is the question. I've got the river taken care of. This area, yes. Up over here, no crossings. Okay. So yeah, as long as we can punch across this, I don't think he's going to get very far. I'm watching him mobilize more units up to the front, by the way. Starting to get a little nervous. These guys will be a bit tougher. But you've left yourself so open here. Do you not see the giant behemoths on this side of the river? The guy who was in power armor's like, nope, and just ran away. Yep, there's the war. Okay, afraid of that. Okay, so I don't feel like we have enough troops over here after all. I think we should just go ahead and move these guys all over in this direction. That should be fine. You guys are making a surprisingly strong push over here. That's scary. Well, troll together strong. Go. Be aggressive. Let's see if we can't make them pay for this one a bit. Wait, how the heck are they seriously beating me this effectively? Jeez. They got some really, pretty good breakthrough here. Yeah, they're going to push to the south successfully. They've already broken through here. Oh, God. Everything I thought I was doing as far as having, like, some defenses in position, yeah, meant nothing. Meant absolutely nothing. If I can't find a way to turn this to my advantage and turn this around on them, maybe catching them on this side of the river, then we are actually in trouble all of a sudden. Trying to get, like, some encirclements on what little power armor's up here to the north. Every one of those I knock out now is huge, because their power armor is actually a fair bit stronger. Like, we got good soft attack, but our defense is nothing compared to theirs. Power armor strong. They've pulled a bunch of troops back from this front, which is good. I'll take that opportunity to get back in here and take it back for myself. Again, going for little encirclements around power armor where possible, like that. That's perfect. Pin him down. And I cannot beat this one power armor. All these guys cannot beat him. He's that good. Well, maybe I can. Hang on. Can we get him? Can we get him right now? Punch, punch, punch. Got it. Nice. If you're going to let me encircle your power armor like this, dude, though, this is how you lose the war. Literally just letting me encircle your guys. I think we actually managed to, like, encircle and kill, like, 9 of his power armor units, like, right off the gate up here to the north. Like, he sent so many up there, and they did not survive, because he just didn't have enough backup. He's left this area fairly open. I think we go ahead and try for a quick encirclement along the road over here through West Salem. Get ourselves up to Tillamook. By the way, phenomenal brand of dairy. It makes some excellent ice cream. I wish I had some fast-moving units right now, though. I could absolutely encircle the crud out of this guy. I'm definitely going to try to punch around through here, because if so, all of this is encircled. Where are all of his units? Seriously, he's spread out so thin all of a sudden. There goes Capitol Hill. Oh, shoot! Wait a minute. I still had lost a bunch of land down here and hadn't taken it. All I did was push around over here, and we ultimately won. Capitol Hill was worth almost every one of their points. Ow! Well, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it got scary and sketch at first, for sure, but it was fine afterwards. Well, in that case, this is all mine now. Thank you. Could we just go take Old Spokane and just try to form, like, a new nation? Actually, it looks like I can form it right now. Oh, okay. So do this. Compliance goes up by 50%. Move our capital to the Couve. We'll do this in just a little bit. How's the war against the NCR going, Kaisar? Looks like it's something of a... Oh, wait, you're not fighting each other. Really? The NCR didn't actually contest the Hoover Dam? Well, now, that is a shocker. Oh, so you're not distracted then. Got it. I'm not very happy about that, to be honest. Not happy at all. Unless I'm crazy, by the way, Old Spokane appears to have actually some pretty decent numbers of troops. I mean, it sure looks like they've stacked a lot over here. Not sure how much it's going to matter once my trolls do their thing, but it depends. Can we cross the river or not? If so, you're screwed. Yep, we can cross. You're screwed. And if I just push over here into Fort Spokane, I think that's going to be a giant cutoff. Yep, it is. All right, so the question is, do I collapse on their army, or do I just go destroy everything over here? Answer, you're kind of contained right now, so I think we just go ahead and just destroy you. I just realized these guys are all ghouls. Ah, they're like my cousins. Well, don't think that will save you. I'm not going to go easy on you just because you're as ugly as I am. Well, maybe I can just collapse on them at this point. There we go. All right, Old Spokane is down. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And with that, that's a sizable amount of territory. I don't see any reason not to just go ahead and declare New Mariposa. Will be known as Mariposa. We gain compliance in all these states. Resistance target goes down, capital, etc. We changed our color. I liked being green. Ah, well, we get a cool flag, though. So New Mariposa's over here for some reason. Of all places, is that really where you needed to place your capital? Okay, whatever. And now we can go for Mariposa Reborn. Why do we care so much about Mariposa? Stop asking questions I don't know the answer to. Oh, finally the NCR is fighting the Kaisar. Good timing, folks. Ah, I got an achievement. Oh, okay. The Master lives. As Troll Warren, New Reno, or Udotopithia or whatever, we become New Mariposa. This is a formable for multiple people? Why? I don't even know. I'm spending all of my political power in coring territory because we can. So much extra compliance just means boom for me. All right, now we're up to 31,000 manpower. I think I need more trolls. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and kill Arroyo real quick, because we can. Oh, Arroyo, you're sending troops up here. Did you just realize that in 2 weeks I'm gonna be able to declare war on you? You're screwed, boy! All right, New Mariposa. The first tore apart the armor-clad normals guarding the entrance to Vault 6, once again proving that super mutants are the next step in human evolution, the true children of the apocalypse. Vault 6 was home to advanced technology and unthinkable experiments, all buried beneath hardened lava and ash. Now it belongs to us. Rowdy mutants jeer at each other as they tip over barrels of forced evolutionary virus, filling the rusted halls with a sickly green glow. This time, the Master's vision will be fulfilled. The age of super mutants has dawned. I am the new Master. Political power gain, construction speed, justify Wargle time. I like the justify Wargle time at the very least. That's good. Everything else, take it or leave it. But that's pretty good at least. Did we actually get any new tech levels though? No, we destroyed it all. Totally a waste of my time. Man, you guys don't even know gold when it's in front of you. I mean, that vault was home to what? I mean, it's gotta have been a lot. I can't get even a single glider. I mean, imagine a super mutant on a glider, but still. God, our tech sucks. It's so bad. And I can't even have more behemoths. Like, this is really about all I can get, because I can't get any more meaningful amount of, like, special forces limit. So if I'm gonna go for 20 combat width, that's kind of it. Better hope they're good enough. Oi, oi, oi. Here we go. Go, mutants, go! I mean, they're doing the job, but like 300 something soft attack, you know, it's only gonna be so good in the late game. I'm gonna go ahead and start preemptively justifying against Eureka, because I'm sure I'm gonna have to share some stuff with them. They've been fighting against Arroyo for forever. Oh, there we go. Arroyo's dead. Cool. And look at that. They're grabbing all this territory. I knew that was gonna happen. Knew it! This is why I'm gonna kill you. I assume all I gotta do is just get down here to your capital and you'll probably fall, because I just have to destroy your core territory. There it is. Told ya. Should have given me what I wanted the first time. Did you really think that the super mutants were gonna say, oh, okay, never mind? Huh. Anyway, Vault City is now in a faction with the NCR, so... I mean, we could do something, but the Kaisar's losing. Let's be honest, the Kaisar is 100% losing this. He's already lost most of his ground. Lanius did not manage to take over a ton of territory. So me taking on the NCR here would be just suicide, and I'd really rather not. So I think we're going to end this here, believe it or not, because as strong as we are, I guarantee you 10 behemoths at 20 combat width is not going to be enough to break the NCR plus all their factions, unless they're actively losing to the Kaisar, which they're not. So I guarantee it's a loss. I'd rather just say, oh look, we took over all this territory, we are in fact the Troll Supreme, and we could probably go ahead and fight to the east and everything up here to the north if we wanted, but without more special forces, yeah, it's not good enough. I mean, it's not that my super mutants are like horrendous or anything. They're okay. Oh, screw it. You all want to see it. Let's just... We'll declare the war. It's going to be a loss, but let's just see what happens. Ironically, my behemoths at 200 soft attack are not actually much better than my normal mutants. Well, how'd that happen? Just going to reiterate, though, this isn't going to go well at all. Why? Because even if I had the numbers, guess what they've got? Tech. Lots of it. My main advantage is that they're going to be caught with their pants down, so they have to redeploy a lot. Flagstaff has fallen. Oh boy. The NCR declared war on New Vegas? You're fighting Mr. House? Why? Anyway, here goes nothing. All right, you know what? Everyone's set to aggressive. Go. I expect nothing. Let's just see what happens. That's a lot of green for now. They haven't deployed a lot up here yet, but let's just see. Let's see if they call in Vault City and stuff. They might. Just in case they don't, I could go ahead and just have a pocket CB. It's only going to take 10 days. Yep, there's Vault City. Knew that was going to happen. All right, and it looks like they are much too strong for me. Holy crud, we're losing that one big time. Yeah, and then once they called in Klamath, like, I don't think that I have enough to deal with any of this. Vault City is going to crush me. We've already stalled out done over here. My trolls, unsurprisingly, were not able to handle all of this. I could pull back a lot of my units, but I kind of, like, desperately needed to have my entire front, and now we're stalled out. Yeah, that's it. There's no winning that one. So, that's the thing about the trolls. They've got some pretty good early game conquests, but they are definitely designed for only early aggression. Mid-game, they start falling off by the time we get even close to the late game, and we're not even there yet. They got nothing. They really don't. One Brotherhood faction with power armor would shred this whole nation entirely. Still, it's fun, and we created a tag I didn't expect, so, I mean, like, that's nice. And at the very least, we were able to have some more fun with Old World Blues. We created the so-called future of the human race. then promptly proved why small, smarter humans are actually a lot stronger, but don't sweat the small stuff. It's fine. We got our aggression out. I feel pretty good. Thank you all very much for watching this quick little run of Old World Blues. I hope you guys enjoyed. I also hope you'll seriously consider the Pravus desk mat. It is a phenomenal product. You don't believe me? Just pop into the Discord. They're starting to arrive for some of the early buyers, and yeah, I think they're quite happy with the results. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.